Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC, and oh my goodness, I'm gonna have fun showing you this one. This is another Tuya, sent out to us by our good friend Dave Warren. This is the shocker. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I'm digging this knife. But it is a design collaboration, with SDK or SD Knives. Admittedly, not familiar with SD knives, but after checking out the shocker, that might have to change because definitely digging on this one. Well, especially you guys know I like this sort of bronze titanium, and it's just got a good look. It's got some orange peel texture going on as well that gives it a pretty darn good grip, actually, which is nice. Now we've got these sort of, well, I call them gills because, well, I like to fish. But you've definitely got a little bit of milling going there on in the handle, which now I will say that I've kind of, well, I'll go back here. I've pointed out this area on some Tuya knives. Just would like, I've said I would like to see it get a little bit more treatment. And I'll be honest with you, it feels like this one has. It really does. It's definitely not as, and they're not sharp, but they're sticky. If that makes sense. Definitely not there, and not here either, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. Now you do have this geared backspacer going on. It's all titanium handle backspacer. You've got the titanium pocket clip, not deep carry, but and we've talked about those clips before, but overall, definitely, I'm digging this handle shape too. We've got some curves going on. Yeah. Now, your only means of deployment on this one is the hole, and I can do it pretty easily. So, yeah. And you guys know, I'm not the best. You can thumb flip it as well. I know a lot of you like flippers and stuff, and some of you, I'm not a spring chicken, and my hands bug me too. But I've had some comments about the only means of method being the hole. It gives those that have a little bit of trouble with their hands. There, of course, I screwed it up. Well, with arthritis and stuff like that, and I get that. I totally get that for sure. I can definitely see that. But a pretty wicked blade. Now, this is not, our standard drop point that I oogle about all the time, but I don't know. It's just kind of rhino horn. What does it look like to you? It's wicked. It's got a really nice swedge going on there. Sort of a harpoon, blade. They call it a clip point. So, all right, clip point. We got a clip here. You got a nice ramp for the thumb, and oh man, God, that feels good in hand. It really does. And then, of course, if you want to get your thumb out there a little bit further, or you've got a nice, you've got a nice carved out area here in the spine where you can really get your finger on there and go to town. And then it's got some belly, and look at that nice satin, the grind lines. That looks good. Golly, it just looks good. Really nice belly. Does bode well with these shorter blades having a little bit of belly like that. It definitely bodes well for me at work because I tend to need a slightly longer blade. But overall, I mean, action, oh, it's a dropper. Little one at the end there. The action definitely tuned for that reverse flip. Oh, see there. I can do it. I'm doing it weak behind the camera now. Sure, go off the camera. It snaps. All right, we're enough of that. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm definitely digging that blade. That choil done very well. Gets out past that plunge. No issue there. I mean, like there you go. You don't have any thumb studs being in your cutting path or anything like that. Oh, let's see the lockup. Lockup is 35, 40% maybe? Not 30 to 40 range. Good solid lockup. Absolutely no play whatsoever in that blade. And just, I don't know. I'm just really digging it. I'm digging it. You guys know I really like the Kaladin, but this one, man, this one is right up there. It might fight the Kaladin for my favorite Tuya so far. But dang, I like the Mutt too. The Mutt's really cool. Whew, that's a tough one. Anyway, overall spec check. What are we looking at? We're looking at about just over 7 1/4, about 7 3/8. Looking at right about a 4 1/4 inch handle, which is going to give us just, right about 3 1/8 on the blade. Your cutting edge is going to be more like 3 inches. That grip length, oh, looky there. Imagine that. The grip length coming in right about 3.5 inches, and my pinky lays perfectly on that. Oh, man, that feels very, very good in hand. Yes, I know. Said it many times. Definitely digging the shocker. All right, so size comparisons. Definitely a smaller knife than your PM2, as you can see there. Bug out is going to be pretty much right there. Might have it by just a hair on the blade. And then, well, they're going to trade off. The bug out's got it, narrow margin on the blade. And then the shocker has got it by a narrow margin on the handle. So overall, they're pretty darn close to the same length. And ounces. 3.6, so a little over 100 grams. 102. Very good. Excellent. I'm getting better with that. I'm getting better with my conversion. 3.5 and 100, that's easy. That's easy. When it goes from there, I got to guess a little bit. In our pocket. Now, we've talked about these Tuya clips, too. They go in the pocket pretty well, but they are shallow. So that kind of bends that pocket clip out a little bit. Now, it's got a heck of a grip. It's not going anywhere. Don't worry about that. It comes out pretty good. It goes in and out just fine, but it's definitely got a grip on that pocket. And like I said, it's not deep carry, so you will have a little bit sticking out of I'm pretty much buried on it. So you will have a little bit sticking out there, and then coming out of the pocket, it's definitely going to pop coming over that seam. Retention all day long. So don't worry about that. I didn't tell you. CPM 20 CV. That's what we're using here. Now, we've seen a lot of S90V on Tuya knives, but we got 20 CV on this one. So very cool. And once again, I really like the way Tuya puts the maker's mark down here. Just helps keep that blade a little more clean. We do have a little Tuya logo up there. That's nothing. But I just like that. That's a very good use of that portion of the knife. Obviously you could do it on the pivot, but I like it. I like what they do. Now, you've heard me go on about this. This knife is absolute dream in hand. It just fits me so well. Now, you guys with larger hands may not feel the same. I don't know. But it just, yeah. It feels good. There's no issues with the pocket clip. Like I said, those edges that I've talked about in some of the other Tuya knives, it feels like they've had just that little bit of attention paid to them. The only downside, well, they're not downsides for me personally, but no, you do not have any place to put a lanyard, and no, the pocket clip is not reversible. So, for my lefty friends and my lanyard friends, I'm sorry. Not making you happy on this one, but I got to tell you, I'm still loving it. Absolutely still loving it. Now, if I go lefty, which I'm so clumsy left-handed. Oh, yeah, and that's not going to work with the chunk gone out of my thumb. That kind of hurts. But Tuya, SDK, fantastic job on the shocker. 100%. Definitely digging on this knife. We've seen some good knives from Tuya. All well made, cool designs for sure. The shocker's got me though. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by the shocker. Definitely pleased by the shocker. So Dave, thank you so much once again for sending this one out. Greatly appreciate. Well, for sending them all out. We got one more. We're going to take a look at the Wrath version 2. That's going to be coming up. Oh, this guy, not cheap, not inexpensive, runs between $285 and $295, depending on where you look and, you know, what you get, model. But I believe this one, I think this one was a $285 model. Don't quote me on that. It's right in there. $285, $295, depending on which one you get. But like I said, thank you so much again, Dave. Really appreciate you. And thank all of you guys for stopping by and checking out the Tuya Shocker with me today. Greatly appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. And until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.